What is up, guys? Charlene Effects, your favorite female trader, back with another video. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. So if you're familiar with my channel, you know that I trade gold, I trade AU. Those are my main pairs, right? NAS100. I keep getting asked to look at this pair. I keep getting asked to trade it. I have never traded this pair. I don't know much about it. I know it's a USD pair. I know that it moves during New York session, obviously. But that's about it, guys. I've never traded this pair. I have back tested it once or twice before in the past, but I've never actually executed any trades on it. I've never traded it live, demo, nothing. I've never really gravitated towards this pair. I know some people that do trade it and that do very well with it. However, I've never done it. So some of my students trade it. Some of my other trader friends trade it, and let's take a look at it. Okay, I've been asked to backtest this pair, to trade it, see how it moves, find some setups on it and whatnot. So I'm going to be giving it a shot today, right? So this is first take on this video. Gonna see what kind of results that I get with it. Gonna pick a spot on here to do some bar replay with and see what we can do. And I'm gonna actually be trading this pair using supply and demand. I'm not going to be trading it using normal price action. I don't believe price action works that well with indices, futures, and whatnot. So I'm just going to be sticking to what I think works best with this pair, and let's get into it and see what we can get out of it. All right, but before we get into that, I definitely want to congratulate those that have been taking advantage of the challenge that I have going on with my broker Henko Trade here, opening up a live account, loading it up with about $100 minimum, and trading it basically, and teaching us and showing that you can trade with consistency and discipline. Okay, that's all we're looking for. The winners that are selected are going to be multiple winners selected, are going to be winning cash money into their live accounts, with which you could do with what you please. And those that are doing well, I'm watching, keep up the good work. I am very proud of you guys that are showing me discipline, consistency, sticking to one or two pairs, one or two trades, one or two sessions, taking profit, cutting your losses, and showing that type of consistency. That's what we want to see. That's what we love, and that's what's going to make you a consistent trader, which is what my channel is all about. That's what I'm trying to grow. That's what I'm trying to build, consistent traders, and showing you guys the simplest and the easiest way to become a trader. So if you're interested in joining, the competition is live currently, so you're welcome to join with a live account. Jump on in with an ECN account, load it with $100, leverage 1 to 500. All the rules are right here. We have just about every currency, every indice, every future, anything you trade, Henko Trade has it. Spreads are low, commissions are low, and withdrawals and deposits are fast. And yes, you can withdraw your money, guys. You don't have to, it's not an account build challenge, so you don't have to necessarily build the account up to any specific amount. We're just looking for a level of consistency. And again, we're on MT4 and MT5. Okay, so jump on in with that, guys, and good luck to everybody that's in it, and those that are doing well, congrats again. All right, so now that we're looking at NAS real quick here, I want to just pick a spot. I don't want to go too far back, only because with bar replay sometimes it kicks you out when you go too far back on the lower time frame. So I just want to stick to a time frame that or a time here that's good enough for us to be able to backtest and not get kicked out if we go too low in the time frames. So right here we are in July of 2022. All right, so summertime, cool beans. Let's look at what we got here. So I see that we have a level of support right around this area here. We are in an obvious downtrend currently. Looking further back, I'm not starting on the daily for a reason, guys. I just want to keep it as simple as possible. I'm not going to be doing full breakdowns on this. If this was a regular currency pair, obviously I'd be doing more of a detailed breakdown on the higher time frames, but for now I'm just using just basic supply and demand. So I'm not gonna need to go to any of the other time frames, or the higher time frames, I should say. All right, so here on the 4 hour, I see that we have a level of resistance up here, and then we broke to the downside here. So we did have a bit of a retracement to this direction here. We held a level of resistance, and then we started breaking down, and this level did once hold support for a while. So it looks like price tried to break above and we couldn't, and we broke to the downside with this large bearish move. We tried to push up here and then slowly started making higher highs and higher lows over here. So currently price is in the middle of this area here, which is kind of in no man's land, I would say, right? Not at a major high, not at a major low. It's kind of lingering in this area here. So I'm going to just mark off my demand area there. And I just want to see, it makes sense that price is reacting here because we do have a level of supply here, and price pushed up, tested, and now it's kind of trying to come back. So it looks like price could potentially want to come down to test this area and potentially continue bullish, or it might even shoot all the way down. But because we're short-term bullish right now, I'm thinking that if we respect this area here and we start showing some exhaustion in this area, price could potentially be looking to come back up. So let's drop down to the 30-minute time frame just to get an idea of what the market is doing. So we did find a level of resistance around this area here, and we've broken down with an engulfing. We did retest that area again right here. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. And now we're coming down. So now we have another little mini area right there, right here. So yeah, what I'd like to see is for price to continue down. We've already pulled up. We've grabbed that liquidity up there, and it looks like price wants to break, but we don't know if it's going to break all the way, right? So let's go down to the 15 so we can get a better entry and see here. So what I'd like to see is for price to break this area here and then make its way down, and then my stop loss would obviously be right above this zone, and then for price to continue down to retest potentially this area right about there. So that's what I'm looking for. But you know what? Let me go to the 5-minute. I just want to see what the 5-minute looks like. If we can get like a sniper entry on the 5-minute, that will give us some better probabilities to catch a better move here. So let's move this along and see. All right, so we broke a little bit, but we tested that area again. So what I'd like to see is a deeper break. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a short position right there, and I'd like to see price come down in this area. If it comes down in this area, then we're activated, and see if price does continue to the downside here. So let's see if price can continue down, because we already tested this area twice. We broke down. We didn't quite retest it a lot up here. It kind of gave us a weak pullback of this area here. So let's see if price does break and continue down, or if it does pull back to give us a deeper pullback, and then potentially we can look for the sell position above. So let's move it right along here. We're almost activated, and boom, there we go. We're activated, and so price did pull up here, and then we're active. So we're currently in this trade now, guys. We are committed. Let's see what happens here. Are we gonna hit stop? Are we gonna hit stop? Ah, we got stopped out. We got stopped out. That's that 5-minute entry, guys. It's that 5-minute entry. All right, so it looks like price pulled down, and it looks like it's retesting. So that's fine. It's fine that it's pulling back up here. I'm anticipating that price can come back and give us maybe a deeper retest, and then once it comes back down again, then we can look for a second opportunity to take the trade on down. All right, so let's move it right along here and see what we got here. So we're pushing all the way back up. Let me go to the 15-minute. All right, so we have broken back up above this area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this back up here. I'm going to delete that there because price is kind of lingering inside here. So I want to see price break this area and come on down. But if it breaks above here, guys, I'm looking for some sort of engulfing candle to tell me that price wants to break above. And the thing about this, okay, so here we go. So we're looking for, I'll put it up here, doesn't matter. All right, looking for price to come back up and retest that area there. All right, I'm gonna delete that. All right, let's see here. Okay, so we're pushing, so we're still collecting positions. It looks like collecting orders inside this box here. So I want to see a break above that box or a break below this box to look for to look for a trade idea. All right, that's what I'm looking for at this point in time. So let's move it right along, moving right along, moving right along. Ah, yeah. All right, sorry guys, I went too fast. So that's what I was looking for. I was looking for that break, for price to break below, and yes, it did come back to retest this area here. It did not quite come to this zone that I had marked off here, but that's what I was looking for. So price just wasn't quite ready to break yet in this area. It pushed back up, which is made sense, right? Because we came down, it gave us that weak pullback before, and then price kind of played around here, and then it pushed back, and then finally it dropped. I went too fast, so we missed our entries on that move, but initially that's what we were looking for. We were looking for the sell to come down. All right, so now let me look at the market as a whole. All right, boom. Okay, so we're still bullish, right? We're still very bullish. That was probably a short-term sell. Price has come back to test this area, but what I'd like to see is, like, I want to see price come down and give me some like exhaustion, right? I want to see some rejection of this area, and then I want to see price start making its way back on up. So I wouldn't enter off this one candle rejection. This could very well push back up and come back in here, but I'm not comfortable entering just off this confirmation by itself. Even though the market is bullish, I still want to see a little bit more confirmation. Okay, so what do we have here? So we have price that rejected this area here, right here on the 15. We left, okay, it left some exhaustion areas here, bullish engulfing to the upside here, and it looks like it's testing this area again. We're still very bullish overall, so I'm expecting price to hold. So we have, you know, higher low, higher low, higher low. So I'm expecting price to hold and respect this area and then continue up. But as long as price holds this area here, guys, we're still in for the buys. All right, so that's kind of what I'm looking for at this point in time. Price is sitting in here, so I'm not looking for any buys and I'm not looking for any sells because price is back in here, and we missed the buy on this move here. I was anticipating price to come all the way down here. Give this move that happened here. I would have liked it to happen a little bit down here, but it didn't give us that, so it is what it is. So let's move on forward here. Okay, so we push it back down again. It looks like it's starting to play around over here. So we had this bearish drop, we had a pullback here, and it's testing, but as long as price holds this area, we can continue looking for the buy. So what I'd like to see is some sort of bullish candle push up in this area here to push up. But the thing about it is, this area right here that's being respected, that's an area that's collecting orders as well. So as long as price stays above that area, we can continue looking for the buys as well. And these 15-minute moves are huge. They're very big. I mean, how many points is this? Jesus. All right, so let's keep it moving here. There we go. So that's what I wanted to see, right? We had this area here collecting orders, price pushing up. Now we're pushing above. Now I'm looking for buys. Now I'm only looking for buys in this area. I would want price to do something like that. Okay, and we broken above this area, well, almost above that area there. So I will want to see price break above this area a little more, give me a little bit of a pullback kind of in this area here, and then start pushing back up. Okay, good. I got my engulfing candle. We could enter here, right? You could enter here, put your stops below this area here, but whenever you have price breaking a specific level, it's safer to get that pullback and then enter. And then that way you can have more confidence to hold your move on its way up. Okay, and as you guys can see, guys, I'm not really trading this off of price action. I'm trading this more off supply and demand areas. So price has pushed off, pulled back in this area, collected orders here, pushed up, tested a few times, and now it's breaking out. So now all I want to see is that pullback and then for price to take off. Okay, there it is right there. So I would enter here, even though I don't see multiple rejections here. I'd like to enter somewhere around here. So let's say we got entries here, we put our stops, let's say right there, and then take profit up there. So let's see if we can win this trade. Okay, very good, very good. We came back. All right, oh, we came back. Oh, stopped out. So we were in some good profit, and then price came back. So real quick, let me see what happened over here as to why price rejected here and it did not continue up. So I'm going to mark off that area right there. I'm going to pull this all the way across. Boom, right there. So let me just zoom in here and see what we had going on here. So we had an area bullish push, price push down, tested, tested. So this was a strong area. Okay, this was a strong area. This was pretty far back. That's why I wasn't paying attention to this. I just went to the highest point. That's why I had my TP up there. So, and we also had an area right here as well, right here as well. If we pull this all the way across, Jesus, is far. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Jesus Christ. We also had an area right there as well. So yeah, we just had a bullish push to the upside. So this was just a retracement of this move here. So I'm anticipating, even though this trade didn't hit TP, how many points would we have gotten at the top of this move? 62 points, something like that, which is not so bad. So I'm going to take that off only because we didn't reject it. We rejected up here. So I'm going to remove this zone there. So now we're pulling back and we're retesting. So this makes sense, right? We had a real bullish move. It makes sense for us to retest this area that was broken and then for price to eventually continue back up. So let's see if the market gives us that move. Where am I going? Down here. Okay, we're still falling. We're still falling. Are we going to get a pullback? Okay, so we retested this area here, right around that area there. I'm tempted to go to the 5 minute, but because the 5 minute is so noisy, I don't feel confident in that time frame. So let me look at this as a whole really quickly. All right, so as long as we stay above this area here, I would like to look for the buy continuations. But if price does break below this area here, I'd be looking for price to continue to the downside. So as long as price stays up here, guys, I'm looking for the buy. So we only have 3 candle rejections here, but we do have a nice bullish move to the upside here. So let's say if we took a long position, let's say right here, right above these highs, our stops are at these lows and we're going to be retesting those highs up there. So let's see if we can get that move. All right, so now we're committed. We're inside the trade now. Our stops are below these 15-minute lows, and see if price can continue up. Come back to break even. Probably gonna hit stop loss. Okay, not gonna sit in this forever. Let's see what we got here. All right, so we came up almost to that area there. We came down to 84 pips or 84 points, sorry. All right, so we wanted price to push up and we got the nice move to the upside there, and then we started retracing back to the downside. So it looks like price likes to just test or retest those engulfing candles for it to test it and then eventually find its way back down. So if you're scalping, obviously you're not holding this entire move. You're only getting, a couple points out of the market and then you're coming out of it. I like how this moves so far. I mean, I can't say that it moves crazy or it's, completely unpredictable. I mean, I got a lot going on this chart here, but I understand very clearly what's happening here. Let me take this off here. So we have a level of resistance that's holding right about this area here, and then price is breaking to the downside here, which makes sense because we do need to retest this area right there that just broke above. So it makes sense if this goes bullish and then it continues back up to retest that bearish drop. Okay, so we've broken below this area here, not bad. I'd like to see some sort of a pullback of this area for us to continue down. If price stays below, if price doesn't, if we get a bullish close above here, then I'm looking for the buys. But if we don't and price comes back down below this area, obviously, I'm looking for the sell. Okay, so price is below this area. I'm looking for the sell. So let's put in not that many rejections. I'd like to see more rejection in this area, but that's all right. Sell positions right here. Stops are going to go right above these highs, and then I guess we can put, I don't know, TP or whatever right there. Stop was hit, but let me see, because what time is this? This is 2 in the morning, so London session. So how does this thing move during London? Let me see, because we're playing around inside this area here now. We're playing around inside this area, so I just want to see if price holds above this area, then I'm looking for the buy. But if price breaks below here, I'm looking for the sell. So I really don't care how this plays out. I mean, if it hits stop or whatever, I don't care. I just want to see what direction it's going to go in. Right now, I'm thinking it's going to go for the buy, because we did break to the downside here in this area here. So we held this area here, and now it's breaking up. So now we're creating higher highs and higher lows. So it kind of makes sense for us to continue bullish at this point. So that's what I'm looking for here. So I'm going to take this off, and I just want to see if the market actually goes bullish from where it is now. Okay, so we got a high that was formed here, and then a high break, and now price is pushing up. So in this area here, what I want to see is something like this, and price below these stops, because the market is pushing up. But this could be a retest of this drop for price to continue down. So let's see if we hold that area. And oh wow, look at that drop. Jesus Christ. So what happened here? Let me clean up this chart a little bit, and let's see if we can analyze here. This pair is bananas. Okay, here we go. Okay, now this makes a little more sense. So we were holding in the area of resistance here, and price just plummeted after that. So what happened here actually? So we had a bearish drop, resistance, another bearish drop. We had an area right here where it rejected from twice. Trying to understand what I see here, guys, so give me a moment here. Resistance drop, pull back, not much of a pullback. Let's go to the 30-minute, just so I can see. So it looks a lot more clear, obviously, on the when you clear off the chart and you look at it from a whole. Which is what I probably should have done, because we were going through different sessions and different days, but that's okay. We were rejected, and then we just draw. I wonder if this was news or something, or if that's just normal market movement for this pair. I have no idea. So I'm gonna mark off this area where it rejected from, right there. All right, so pullback, right? Anticipating a pullback after this move here. So I'm anticipating price to come back to test this area, and then either push up or come on back down. And right now we're creating lower lows and lower highs, so it looks like based off market structure, price should continue bearish. But it looks like this, it tried to retest here and it couldn't, so now this looks like it could be the retest. So what I'd like to see is something like this, with a bunch of retests, and then for price to eventually take off. So let's go to the 15-minute and see if we can get some bullish candle closures. Okay, we have a bullish close here, and let's say we got in here for a buy, come up to right there, stops right below these lows. Stop loss hit. This pair is bananas, honey. All right, so let's see here. 30-minute. I suck on this pair, obviously, guys. I don't think we've won a trade yet. So break, pullback, found support, break. I mean, it looks super clear on the 30. On the higher time frames, it looks clean. I ain't gonna lie, it looks clean on the higher. But as soon as you drop down to the lower time frames, the stuff you're looking for to see, I mean, let me break this down some and see candle by candle. So we pushed up, range, a bear, bullish engulfing. We pushed up, retested this area here, engulfing candles back down. So the pullbacks are funny on this pair. Sometimes they're deep, sometimes they're not, which I don't really like. It looks like from what I've been seeing, the pullbacks are not that much. However, this one is adding up on fib. When I put swing high to swing low, even on the 15-minute, it did reject the 61, the 23, and I wonder if 27 is gonna get hit. Most likely, yeah, it gets hit. Yeah, I don't know, guys. This is, I don't know. I'm not really feeling this pair so far. Let me go to the 1 hour and see what we got on the higher time frames. So let's see here. All right, so we made a high, lower high, lower high, low. So we're coming down. We're definitely coming down, and we're approaching this area right here. We're at that area right now. So yeah, if I see a bearish close below this area, obviously I'm looking for the sell to the downside to continue down. But if it respects this area, obviously I'm looking for the buy. All right, let's see if we can get at least one win out of this pair. Give me one win, Nas. Damn, you're killing me all session. All right, so let's go to the 30. Let's stay on the 30 because the lower time frames ain't really giving me what I want to see clearly enough for me to make informed trade ideas. So let's see here. So we have this area here, prices pushed down. Maybe we can get a bit of a pullback in this area here and either a test of this to continue up or a complete break to the downside to continue back down. So let's see if we get that. Okay, we're still playing around in that area. I want to see some sort of, okay, so we got a pullback there. All right, cool. So we got a pullback right around this area here. Price is rejecting off of that. So if we break above, I'm looking for the buy continuations. But if we stay below this area here, we're probably going to be bouncing back around inside here. But I still want to see a clean break of this area for me to feel safer about these sells, and or a break above to feel safe about those buys. Okay, we're trying to break up. Okay, we broke above, we broke up. So what I want to see is I want to see price, give me a pullback in this area here, and then we'll look for the buy take profit area around here. All right, so let's see if we can get that pullback. All right, we got a pullback here. Looks like it went up, now it's coming down. So all the way back down, testing this area here. Are we gonna come back up? Yes, okay, we came back up. So stops are gonna be below these lows. Entries was right here, something like that. So stops below these lows. Take this off. All right, let's see. So let me pull everything in first and see what I want to see here, because the market was bearish. The market, we were looking for sells, but we're above this area here. We pulled up, we left the exhaustion wick right there. This could be testing this area here to potentially come back down. So I don't feel comfortable technically about a trade right here, only because we're not at a low and we're not at a high, and we're looking for buys in a overall bearish market. So this is kind of a risky trade, but let's see what it does since we're already committed into this trade. Stop loss hit again. Dang. Oof. So we pushed down, which is what I wanted to see. So we lost this trade. Cool, it was a risky trade. So price just retested this drop, retested that drop, found another level of resistance here, and now it's breaking to the downside. So what I want to see overall, now we already have the pullbacks in this area. I think price is going to continue all the way down if we maintain this area of resistance here. So short positions, take profit here. Obviously this is definitely a pair you need to be scalping, because clearly holding your moves for entire, from zone to zones, it doesn't respect it. It literally stops in mid move and then it goes the other way. So this is definitely a pair that if I was to be trading this pair, I would definitely be scalping the hell out of it. I would not be holding my moves on this pair. So we got activated and stop loss hit again. Crazy. Let me see if it eventually drops, being that we're overall bearish. Look at what it did again. So it pushed up, pushed right around this same area here, and then pushed down, and now it's rejecting. Does it hit TP overall? Guarantee you it doesn't. Nope. Okay, so never hit TP. We got stopped out anyway, so really that doesn't matter. But yeah, guys, this pair, I don't know about this pair. I don't know what the popularity is with it. This is my first time back testing it or even looking at it in like years, I want to say. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have the best luck with it, but I just started looking at it. You know, I don't know how it moves. I don't understand this, you know, I don't really understand how it moves yet. So that's could be just, you know, rookie mistakes that I'm making on this pair. I don't know. But I don't even know if I want to continue back testing it, honestly, because I haven't won a single trade on it. Nothing hit TP all the way. Everything goes halfway and then reverses. These wicks are pretty big. I don't know. It looks like that's normal market movement for this pair. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it ranges a lot. It does look like it moves quite a bit. But look at this move here. I mean, I don't know. Did this one push up and then push down? It looks like it did. So it held in this area here, and then it pushed down. Then it held over here, pushed down again, didn't continue, pulled up again. So I mean, it definitely does have its pullbacks. They're just not that deep sometimes. Sometimes they're super deep. They're either super deep or they're not deep at all, it looks like. Because this move dropped and didn't give much of a pullback. Then this move dropped and it retraced 100%. Then it dropped again, gave a crappy pullback, and now it's dropping again. And I don't even want to know what that pullback is going to look like. So, yeah, guys, I'm not having too much fun with this pair. All losing trades on this. I don't think I'm not gonna be looking at it no time soon. For those of you that trade it, that love it, that get something out of it, I mean, bravo to you guys. Maybe you have a lot more experience on it than I do, which is understandable. But yeah, it's been a while since I've back tested a pair and I can't even get a single winning trade off of it. That's pretty crazy. And that's not even me trading it off of price action. This is just looking at it off the supply and demand strategy, and it's really crazy looking. I mean, this drop here on the 4-hour, look at that wick. I mean, it left a big doji candle on the 4-hour. This candle pulled back crazy all the way up these highs, just stopping out all the sellers in this area here. So this pair looks like it can be brutal if you don't get the right entries. If you're not getting like wick entries, or you're not scalping, seriously scalping, and you're trying to hold moves, if you don't have the best entry, it looks like you're going to be getting stopped out a lot. Even on the 4-hour, it looks like that. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of this pair. So far I don't really care for it. But then again, I don't know that much about it, so it is what it is. But anyway, guys, hope you guys learned something out of this video. But no, I won't be trading this pair no time soon. I'll be sticking to what I know best. And those of you that got something out of it, great. Leave a comment if I missed something. If there's something that you think I could learn from this or whatever, hey, we're all students of the game. So just, you know, drop it below, drop a comment, or, you know, anything that you think I might have missed or whatever, or talk about your experience with this pair. You know, I'd love to hear it. I read all my comments, everything. I'm very in tune with my YouTube family. So I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you guys, if you're not learning something, got a little bit of entertainment out of watching me take these L's on this pair, which I don't care. I don't mind showing. I don't really give a crap. You know, it's all fun and games. We're all here to learn, and it's just backtesting, so it's all good. But thanks guys for watching. Drop a like, drop a subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram at CharleneFX. And other than that, that's it for this one, and I will catch you guys on the next drop. Y'all have a good one.